One of the teams that the prognosticators didn't count on this year was Summertown. Summertown, a second-year program, won 2 games last year. They make it to the playoffs this year, and their head coach, Leslie Mote, joins us on the Keith Nunley Nationwide Insurance Hotline. Coach Mote, tough night tonight, but you got to be proud of the year that your kids have had.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I told Matt. I said, well, you lose, man, it's tough. That's the way playoffs, you either win it all or you lose it, your last one. But, I mean, our kids just did a great job this year. I'm just, so proud of them. We just, hats off to Whitwell, and they outplayed us tonight. Just took it to us.
You had a lot of firsts this year. Your first real home game, your first homecoming on your own field, your first winning season, your first playoff appearance, your first playoff road trip. I know that the sting of the loss has to hurt, but I'm sure at some point you're going to look back on some of these things, and you got any ideas? Of course, you got to coach your son too.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that makes it tough tonight too. I mean, you see your young kid play his last one, you coach him, man, it's tough, man.
Yeah. Talk about what kind of things that when you go back through and you go through the mental images that you captured this year, have you thought of anything that you probably have looked back on and say, I'm going to remember that the rest of my life?
Well, I mean, just seeing the kids just mature and work, and I mean, you could just just seeing it, just I don't know. I mean, there's nothing like I'll argue with anybody about any sport there is. I mean, there's just nothing like football. I mean, there's just you got kids, they bust their tail out there when it's really hot. They, sometimes they have to play hurt and they have to play for each other. You got kids that, compared to any other sport, you've got kids, just like linemen that are never, ever going to touch the football. Where a baseball kid's going to get a chance to bat at some point, or a basketball kid's going to touch the ball at some point. It's just a different sport.
I think you're onto something, and I've always said that for teaching young men about how to be men, football is one of those sports that is unique in how it can affect a young man, and you've had a chance to touch some lives this year, and how much better. I know you weren't at Summertown before football, but you've heard some of the old timers come up to you and say, "Hey, we've needed this, we've wanted this." How much do you think football has impacted the community of Summertown?
Oh, I think it's I think it's made a pretty big impact. I mean, we got 40 kids on our team that don't play any other sport. I mean, we're just walking the hallways there. And that's what I had a couple of kids tell me this morning. They went to eat breakfast and they said, it's kind of funny. They said, a couple of older guys there that kind of stopped to talk to us, and they said, man, we appreciate what y'all have done. They said we wish we could have played. We had football back when I was there. I mean, it's just it's one of those things. And that's what we told these kids. I mean, looking back at this 10 years from now, they're going to realize that they're going to realize how special a year it was for us.
We're talking to Coach Leslie Mote, the head coach for Summertown, as his second season at the helm of the Summertown Eagles comes to a close. On the road at Whitwell tonight, they fall. Dennis Weaver, Eric Keith on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.
Coach, I know it's only been 2 years with the program, but in those 2 years, I'm sure the team itself has just become its own fraternity. How many seniors do you have moving on, and do you want to talk about a few of them here tonight?
Man, we've got a bunch of we graduated a lot of kids, honestly. Quarterback we had, I mean, night and day compared to last year. I mean, Riley has done just a fantastic job this year for us. I mean, there's so many of them. They've just done so much. I mean, my son. I mean, I just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it's tough to watch kid play his last one. I mean, he did a good job, especially coming. He's always been around football, and then having to come to a place where they've never had football. I think he was kind of. Wasn't looking forward to it at first, and I think now, he realizes where it was at, kind of what he did accomplish, maybe hopefully. But him, I mean, Dylan Powell had a great year for us, receiver. He's I don't know. I mean, we just got so many kids that just, I mean, it's hard to even sit here and list them. I mean, but we do have a lot of seniors. We're going to have some kids step up next year.
Coach Mote, I can hear the emotion in your voice, and I know you're talking around a lump in your throat. You get a special benefit tonight. You're not only a football coach, but you're a football dad, and you are very, very humble and we appreciate your time with us. I know that the time that you spend with us is time that you could be spending with others, and I do not. I want you to know that I do respect that, and I appreciate it very, very much. And you're a very great interview and a great friend to have for the show. And if I make it over to Summertown sometime, we'll have to go eat a hamburger or something together.
There you go. Come on, we go to Schaefer's Barbecue. It's pretty good.
All right, here we go.
It's a good place, but I mean, it was kind of a special year for us too, because I mean, I did have a son graduate, but my other son moved back this year, and it helped us coach, this year. So I mean, I was blessed to have a son coaching with me, and another one playing for me. So I mean, not many dads get to enjoy that, and I just it was awesome.
All right, Coach Mote, thank you so much, and we appreciate the fine folks over in Lawrenceburg. I know that J.P. Plant's running the board tonight, so the folks in Lawrenceburg could hear the post-game show, and I promised him that we would get you guys on. And thank you so much for spending time with us on the Friday Night. You're welcome, sir. Have a great winter and a great spring, and it'll be here for you know it, won't it?
Yeah. It will be that. It will be that.
All right. Take care of yourself, Coach Mote.
All righty. Okay, thank you.
That is Leslie Mote, the head coach at Summertown.